you ready? Cheetah Energy, RBL 2026. Playoff is back. Make some noise. 4 teams, 1 trophy.
Let's go Patriots, baby.
We got Patriots, basketball. We got RSSB, Tigers, basketball.
Let's go!
We got REG basketball.
Let's go!
We got PETIT basketball.
Let's go Tigers! Go Patriots, baby.
Before the arena lights shine, before the crowds fill the stands, it begins with a dream. A kid who watches, a coach who believes, a player who inspires.
Adoni playing with Adoni's double filer.
A practice becomes a passion, a player becomes an inspiration, and a fan begins to dream. Rides can wait, meetings can wait, because moments like these don't.
Woo!
Basketball isn't just played inside an arena. It lives on dusty courts, in crowded streets, in homes gathered around the screen. It's in every neighborhood, bringing strangers together, turning quiet moments into unforgettable ones. Every game, every story, every fan, across nations, only on Okapi. Before the arena lights shine, before the crowds fill the stands, it begins with a dream. A kid who watches, a coach who believes, a player who inspires.
Adoni playing with Adonis Profiler.
A practice becomes a passion, a player becomes an inspiration, and a fan begins to dream. Rides can wait, meetings can wait, because moments like these don't. Basketball isn't just played inside an arena. It lives on dusty courts, in crowded streets, in homes gathered around the screen. It's in every neighborhood, bringing strangers together, turning quiet moments into unforgettable ones. Every game, every story, every fan, across nations, only on Okapi.
And here we go. It's the second game of the night. I mean, I pretty much lost my voice already. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's the second game of the night. I can tell you right now, I mean, this is not the start of what has been a thriller here in the PETIT STADE, Kigali, Remera. It's going to be REG Basketball Club versus the Patriots Basketball Club in about 9 minutes and 53 seconds. It's me, your host with the most, Chacha Boke, and I'm joined by the one and only.
By Christine.
Right? Is that us? Is that wow?
Apparently so.
How you guys doing? Wow, that's the first time I've been on camera. I'm a shy guy. Anyway, we are going to be watching REG Basketball Club here and Patriots Basketball Club. Patriots coming off the back of a loss, which put them on the back foot here as we get into game 4. This game 4 is going to be a really, really big game because it's going to determine a lot. It's going to determine whether or not we are going to see a game 5 between these two teams, or are we going to send the Patriots back in home and not with suitcases, with backpacks right here at PETIT STADE. Christine, what are you saying?
We just came from a very exciting game against APR versus Tigers. I mean, very similar to what we're going to watch now. APR were leading 2-1 in the series. REG are currently leading 2-1. They have the opportunity to get there to get into the finals. When you compare the teams in the last 2 games, REG has made 114 rebounds compared to 84 for Patriots. And that's definitely been that power of Garmin in the paint. They've also made 18 offensive rebounds, while Patriots have only made 9. But Patriots have made more second chance points, even though by a small margin, considering these are 2 games combined, making 8 versus REG's 5. Off the 3 points attempts, Patriots only made 7 of 33, while REG got 10 out of 25. Not great stats on both sides, but REG definitely doing better. Also creating more assists, with REG having 18 to Patriots 7. Surprisingly, Patriots has more points in the paint with 30, while REG only has 24. Only is the wrong way to say it, but they have 24. But that bench is definitely making a difference, with REG having 20 points coming from their bench, while Patriots only have 13.
That's right, and the tally is 2 and 1. I mean, Patriots all to lose. REG still have 1 game to give. If they can edge this out, then they're going to send the Patriots back in. And come watch the other game between RSSB Tigers and APR, who's going to decide how we're going to be getting into the finals. The finals is going to be special, however. We have seen a series of 5 games here in the semifinals, but we are going to be seeing a series of 7 games here in the finals, and it's going to be a first to 5 kind of situation. So, I mean, the finals are going to be just another level of basketball. And last game is the man with the big dreadlocks right there, Cole Elliott Lamar, man from Chicago. This guy is so dangerous. Last game, he had 19 points. Most of them coming in the first half of this game, where he daggered, and then he was a little lackluster in the second half of the game. He had 9 rebounds last game, 7 assists last game he's a great passer. That's what we know him for. And on the 3-point line, last game he had 5 out of 8 3-point. I mean, wow. That is a phenomenal 3-point shooting. More than 50% from the 3-point line is, I mean, even in world standards, is a ridiculous feat. So, you know, we are going to be watching Cole Elliott today, and we are going to be seeing if he shows up, he's going to be the difference maker. I mean, I can say last game, he's the one who made the difference that first half. If he didn't show up that first half, then Patriots would have edged him out after they came back on that comeback. So Cole Elliott Lamar is going to be a big difference maker. What do you say about this man right here?
Absolutely, but Stubbs has been a delight to watch across the entire series. He's played an integral role in Patriots' run. I mean, he's part of the reason why Patriots hasn't lost by more than 3 points in the entire series, even though they've lost the last 2 games consecutively. In the last game, he took on more of a scoring position, scoring 21 points, had 5 rebounds, 4 assists, while only making 8 of his 22 field goals. So it will definitely be very interesting to see which role he takes on today. I think it needs to be a combination of both playmaking but also scoring, just to give more options to Patriots rather than having that heavy reliance on Demario, who had a pretty low scoring game compared to the rest of the series and the regular season in Game 3.
Absolutely right. Demario Franklin can show up when he wants to, but he has a bit of a problem sometimes. He can get a little heated, and when he does get heated, then it's going to be a really tough showing here for Patriots. Last game, he played terribly. They lost the first three quarters, and then the last quarter, now when they were making the comeback, he was part of the mix. So I mean, if he can have that same hardcore mentality attitude, then we can see the Patriots come back in this series and be able to force a Game 5 between these two teams. I mean, it's been such an interesting it's been such an interesting series to watch. I think Patriots have a really big strength with their backcourt. I mean, talk about Wizera Hubert Sarge and the role he played last game.
I've loved watching Hubert Wizera Sarge in this series. I think he's been amazing in the regular season. Didn't really feel him as much in Game 1, Game 2 of these semifinals, but in Game 3 he really upped the ante. And I think Patriots, especially their bench in the last game, made a huge difference in just changing that energy and, you know, getting them back in, because they had a huge deficit that they came back from. Of course, they ended up losing the game, but they really brought it down until the last minute, which has been the case of all of our semifinals. These are really tightly contested games. You never know until that last whistle, as we saw in the previous game just a few minutes ago.
That's right. And we have this man, Garmin Kande from the Congo. This man, I'm telling you, if you look at this man, I don't think you can see any skin. It's all muscle. This guy is all muscle. His face, his eyes, his head, everything is all muscle on this guy. And that shows in his last game stats, where he had 14 points and he had 11 rebounds. I mean, that's really the difference maker there with those rebounds. And it's going to be 1 block for your Garmin Kande and 45% from the field for Garmin. I mean, if they can lock down Garmin, then it's going to be a really big hit to REG, because Garmin is really one of the essential players here for the Wanda Energy Group. If Garmin shows up, Garmin can shoot from the 3, by the way. Just to let everybody know, he has an 100% efficiency from the 3. He shoots it only once a game, but when he does make it. And right here is what Coach Oduadu Ogo is going to be bringing as his arsenal. Kadeo Furaha is number 1. Number 4 is Enoch Cesarano. That man can just shoot the lights out. And it's Sadaf Sagamba at number 5. Number 6, it's Steven Sumizi. Number 9 is John Didier Umuhosa. One of my favorite players really in the league, because this guy, when he steps into the court, it's going to be intense. You can be assured of that. That's going to be Frank Camdo at 10. At 11 is going to be the steals leader in the league, Patrick Chizirungu. Number 13 is going to be Fabrice Mohoza. Number 24 is going to be the team captain, Prince Mohizi. He's been special and a difference maker as well. Armel Sangwe has just absolutely improved. I mean, call him the most improved player this year. This guy is special. Kande Garmin is at number 34, and Cole Elliott, the dagger man, is at number 63. That's going to be the front line here for Oduadu Oga.
We have a minute and 48 seconds to go before the game starts, and this is the Patriots lineup. We have Bruno Chama at number 0, Noel Alpadaya is wearing number 2 today, Demario Franklin is 3, Emmanuel Shimwe at 7, Garbachenka at 10, Gaston Hire 11, Hubert Quizera is number 13, Stubbs Jeffrey at 14, Captain Olivier Camilindi at 15, Didier Shema at 24, Hodal Irakoze is number 34, and Elias Ngoga rounds that up at number 55 with the coach, Coach Sonny Munyanda Mutsa.
That's absolutely right. Munyanda Mutsa Sonny bringing in the heat. I mean, can he steal a page from this man, Henry Minuka's book, and be able to force a game 5? I mean, imagine if we have 2 game 5s for the semis. I mean, that's going to be something else. This place is going to be full. Or if we're doing it at BK Arena, it's going to be giving BAL, as the young people say. In about 44 seconds here, we're going to be starting off this game. I mean, tell us in the comment section, who do you think is the favorite for this game? I have my answer. The favorite is, your guess is as good as mine. 30 seconds to go before we start this game over here. And I'm telling you, I'm going to be giving you all the emotions. If you're not here, you're going to feel like you're just here, right with us. I mean, we have looked at the statistics of who's watching these games, and I can tell you, our fan base is, all across Africa. I mean, RBL is being watched by Kenyans, 3,000, 4,000 of them, by Tanzanians, 3,000, 4,000 of them. We have Ugandans watching. We have Burundians watching. We have Rwandans watching. Rwandese, my bad. We have South Africans watching. I've seen a little bit of Nigeria, a little bit of Australia. That might just be Coach Liz who's tagging in there. And we have a little bit of America. I mean, it's just all over the place. And if Antino continues doing those Euro steps he's doing, then we might just get some Scandinavia in the mix. So, in about a few seconds here, we're going to be starting off this game. Are you ready? Because I am. The starting lineup here for Patriots is going to be Garbachenka, Jeffrey Stubbs, Camilindi, Olivier. That's going to be Jose Rodal and Demaria Franklin. And the starting lineup for REG Basketball Club is going to be Patrick Chizurungu, Garmin Kande, Kado, Faraha, Cole, Lamar, Elliott, and Enoch. He says Rano, that shot, the assassin. Ladies and gentlemen, don't mind the drums in the background. I promise you, that is the REG choir that they carry everywhere they go. These guys will just make noise the entire game and make the place intense. That right there is that team REG. MC Chusachina leading them, and you can hear them saying, "Let's go, REG, let's go." Let's see how this is going to turn out. It's going to be an enthralling game from the start to the end. A few deep breaths here before we start. Patrick Chizurungu is still leader, holding the ball here, and we're going to be starting off in a few. And that right there is the tip-off. Garbachenka tags the ball, and it's going to be a break basketball possession to start. An advantage here in the starting possession for Rwanda Energy Group Basketball Club. Damaria Franklin just not giving Cole Elliott even an inch to breathe. Both of them from Chicago. It's going to be an access around ball to Patrick Chizurungu one more time. And it's going to be a foul. By Stubbs Jeffrey. Jeffrey Stubbs is going to have one foul here, personal foul to start off the game. That's Minyanda Mutasani there. You can see him calm, his face relaxed, waiting. Cole Elliott gets the ball down the middle. Patrick Chizurungu fakes it, goes up, and there's going to be a three-point shot here for Patrick Chizi. Rebound there by Jose Rodal. I mean, one thing about the Patriots is that everybody is going to rebound. It doesn't matter if they're big, it doesn't matter if they're guard, they're going to rebound. Fake there by Jeffrey Stubbs, and it's going to be a foul on Jeffrey.
You're absolutely right, Chacha, and I think that's something that's absolutely necessary. If you look at the pressure that you would put on Garbachenka, if he was the only one that was rebounding, I mean, you'd wear him out. You want him to sustain his energy throughout the game, because Garbachenka, even though in the stats from the last game, he might not have been as impactful. We know that when he's really in the flow and like when he's in the paint, he can dominate and really turn things around for Patriots.
That's absolutely right. And it's Jeffrey Stubbs there off the mark on the first free throw. I mean, squandering the chance there to open the scoring for Patriots. I mean, when Patriots start strong, it's going to be difficult to catch them. REG has to have that edge early on. If they don't have that edge, then they're going to really suffer against this very young, very energetic team here in the Patriots. REG has to use that experience, get that early lead, and then close it down, and at least have an advantage like last game. And that's going to be hard defense there by Garbachinka. Gets the ball to Jeffrey Stubbs. Long ball to Damaria Franklin. Damaria Franklin from the three-point line. Off the mark. Irakoze Rehodal saves it. Fakes it. Goes down the drive. Irakoze Rehodal just coming in with that very, very, very serious attitude. This guy is here for business. I mean, if you look at his face, there's no facial expression here for Irakoze Rehodal. But that's going to be Cole Elliott there, sinking the two, making it 3-2 here to start. Baseline, Irakoze Rehodal again. Irakoze Rehodal, this guy is meaning business here in game 4 to start. I mean, if the Patriots start like this might be a very dangerous game for REG. They might have to watch out for the Patriots starting off hot. If the Patriots starting off hot, Damaria Franklin is going to have a good attitude and it's going to be very tight. That's going to be a block there by Garbachinka and Cesarano. These guys make business. We can see it.
They do. And I mean, we expected this, right? This is going to be a tight game. Patriots are not a team that you can write off very early off. But I mean, REG also, yes, Patriots is very important for them to start off strong, which they clearly are doing. Hervé Hodal has been having a great series and really making an impact on the team. And it will be interesting to see what he does in this game.
Patrick Chizungu goes up on the floater and he's not efficient. REG struggling with efficiency here. Jeffrey Stubbs going up and in. Jeffrey Stubbs just very good at attacking you, whether or not you stand on defense. He just stays calm, stays cool. Long ball there to Patrick Chizungu. Garmin kind of struggling to get it in there. And Cesarano gets it, man. Puts his team back in this game. They just started to lag behind, which is not something you do when you're facing Jeffrey Stubbs and his Patriots. Damaria Franklin on Cole Elliott. Damaria Franklin can attack Cole Elliott. Goes for the jumper there. Damaria Franklin. Today, I mean, you can see the facial expression. No emotion, nothing. These guys mean business, and Cole Elliott Lamar also bringing that Chicago-style seriousness, going for the jumper. And it's money. This guy coming through as he did last game, pointing the gun at the Patriots, telling them that I am gonna shoot the ball, and I am gonna show you guys that this is something to do. Jeffrey Stubbs get double teamed there, switches the ball to Damaria Franklin. Post move there by Jeffrey Stubbs. This is going to be Damaria Franklin who goes for the three there. Damaria Franklin off the mark is going to be cleaned up by Kamilindi. Garbachinka again. Garbachinka attacking the paint, going for the jumper. Off the mark. It's going to be again cleaned up by Garbachinka. I mean, these guys are collecting all the rebounds. Garbachinka going up and in. Woo! I mean, what a start here for the Patriots. I mean, they're just not relenting. Cadeau, Jean de Diafaraha down the middle, and that's going to be called a foul there on Olivier Kamilindi.
What a start to this game. I mean, they're definitely having more scoring happening within these first 3 minutes compared to the previous game. Patriots have decided they're coming out strong and not giving REG a chance to warm up. And you can see, they're working pretty well together.
Cole Elliott, no, that's the cut. Faraha Cadeau on the line makes it 9-12. I mean, we've already burnt about 3 minutes and 20 seconds in the first. I mean, these games move very quick. It's one moment we're in, one moment we're in fourth quarter. So, I mean, you just have to keep your eyes on the screen. Otherwise, it's going to move past you. And Jeffrey Stubbs there just relaxing the ball, getting the nice rolling pass there to Kamilindi Olivier, getting the ball back to Garbachinka. Fix it. Garbachinka gets it to Damaria Franklin. Damaria Franklin almost lost it there with Patrick Chizungu. And it's going to be Damaria Franklin who steps out. And a turnover there to REG basketball.
I mean, that's a very interesting matchup, right? We saw in the last game, and I think also game 2 as well, where Patrick Nchizirungu, sorry about that, seems to be very good at containing Demaria, whereas with Cole, that matchup doesn't really work in the favor of Cole. So it'll be interesting if they'll keep on switching or if it will be Patrick on Demaria.
That's right. And that's going to be a foul there on number 3. Pushing foul, 3 shots for Cole Elliott at the line. Demaria trying to not get frustrated early on, but he is getting frustrated. That's going to be 10-12 the score. Can Cole Elliott punish them with those 3 daggers? He's a very good shooter from the 3. Can he shoot from the free throw line? He probably can. Yes, he can. Makes it 11. I mean, a pretty even start here between these 2 teams. I mean, we've seen the same tempo in the RSSB Tigers and the APR game. It was just very close all the way to the end. I mean, these games, tight as they are, just cannot be decided until the last very few minutes of the game. And now it's going to be a switch up in tactics here by Coach Munyanda Musasani, who takes out Olivier Kamelindi, the dependable, and brings in Goga. And Jeffrey Stubbs gets fouled there. Jeffrey Stubbs just really attacking the paint there and trying to draw those fouls. It's either you foul it or he scores. I think that's the options he's giving these guys here.
Patrick seems to have been giving some pointers to Enoch on what to do moving forward. Very interestingly, I was going to say that Patriots is about to be in foul trouble very quickly. They currently have 3 team fouls, while obviously REG just got their second. I don't think, we still have 5 minutes and 57 seconds to go in this quarter. It's not looking good. Patriots needs to be a little bit more careful with the fouls they're giving.
That's right. Even though they've well distributed them, I mean, everybody has one, so that distribution is going to help. I mean, it's not as concentrated as we saw in the last game. Cole Elliott Lamar just going for those 3 points and just making it and making it and making it. And that's going to be, Kizezerano almost taking out Demaria Franklin. A foul there on Demaria Franklin is going to go to the line for a chance for 2 points. It's going to be the 3rd team foul here for Rwanda Energy Group. And Kizezerano already started to rack up those fouls. He already has 2 very early on in this game. I mean, he only has 3 to give for the remainder of the 4 periods. I mean, that's going to play a really big role in the latter quarters of this game. If Patriots can be able to get some of the REG main players out, Demaria Franklin goes for the long 3, but it's off the mark. REG basketball possession. Five minutes, 26 to go before we wrap up the first period of the game, as Hubert Sajkizera comes in as a foul management tactic for Demaria Franklin here. Hubert Sajkizera, although young, very dependable player. I mean, when he's in the game, he has nerves of steel, and he's able to convert even under pressure. This man, I once shook his hand, and he has very big hands, this young man. Let's see how that's going to play out in this first period of the game. Patriots already in foul trouble. Garmin Kande goes up. Garbachenko cleans it up. Jeffrey Stubbs coming up. 2 points the difference. Oh, there's going to be a miscommunicated pass there by Jeffrey Stubbs as he tried to find the baseline, but he could not find it. Rakado going for the mid-range jumper. Again, cleaned up by Garbachenko. This guy might have 500 rebounds by the end of this game. He's cleaning them all up. And that's going to be a foul on Goga Elias by Sangwe Mel.
This has been a very interesting start to this game. I mean, we expected nothing less than both teams have a lot on the line.
Obadiah Noel just not showing up. I mean, this has been not a very favorable signing here for Patriots. I mean, their idea was that once they bring Obadiah Noel, then he's going to be able to sink those threes, make sure that he's taking the attention off of Jeffrey Stubbs and Hubert Sarge or Jeffrey Stubbs and Demario Franklin. But unfortunately, it's just not played out as they thought. Obadiah Noel has not been efficient from the three-point line. Looking for Garbachinka there at the post. Spin move. And Garbachinka. Garbachinka not happy with the call there. It's going to be a side ball here for Patriots. Both teams in foul trouble. I mean, we have 4 minutes to go, but both teams in foul trouble. It shows you the level of aggression that these games usually have here in the playoffs. I mean, there was better foul management in the previous game, but now in this game, we can see these teams all getting into foul trouble really early on. The distribution of the fouls being quite well for Patriots, 1 each. But the distribution for REG also started to affect Enoch Cesarano, who's going to struggle in the latter parts of this game based on that. Hubert Sarge goes long ball, but cannot get it to go. It's going to be 4 minutes left in this quarter. Patriots already with a 4-point deficit. Patrick Chizarungu is at the top of the perimeter. Campbell Frank Bertucci. Campbell Frank Bertucci can't sink it. Demario Franklin shakes it up. Hubert Sarge Kuzera gets it to Demario Franklin. Demario goes up. Goga Elias kicks it back out to Hubert Sarge. Gets it to Garbachinka. Garbachinka looking for Goga. That's going to be a no foul call there by the refs on Goga Elias, and a long ball there from Sangwe Mel, looking for Patrick Chizirungu. Cannot connect. I mean, there's a lot of nerves in the game, as you can tell so far. Both teams just yet to find that really strong rhythm here early on.
You're absolutely right, Chacha. And I mean, it's very interesting. Patriots started out quite strong, but REG didn't let them get away too far, and they've seemed to come back. And now they're leading by 4 points, and it's becoming quite tense.
Absolutely. It's feeling like a quite tense game. REG coming in, knowing that the Patriots are a tough team and trying not to lose it. But Patriots also coming in knowing that they have all to lose, even though they're a great team. And the Mohizi Prince just goes up, all the way up on the rim. And where he put that ball, you just can't catch it. He put it at a very high point in the rim. With only 2 minutes and 54 seconds here, Demario Franklin looking for a long ball here to try and even out the game. Hubert Sarge tries to go up, but cannot get it to go. A lot of nerves here from the Patriots as we start. But will they find their rhythm? They seemed to find it last game. It's going to be a Patriots possession here. Both teams in foul trouble very, very early on. Campbell Frank Bertucci picking up his first foul of the game. And substitution here for Garbachinka as Bruno Shima comes in. Bruno Shima. And it's bricked from the three-point line. Bruno Shima almost steals it there from Campbell Frank Bertucci. Campbell Frank Bertucci steps back between the legs, gets it to the post there by Mohizi Prince. Mohizi Prince looking for space. Can't get any space from Goga Elias. Goga Elias steals the ball from Mohizi Prince. And it's going to be Demario Franklin here coming up. Cutting through. Patrick Chizurung going up and in. Demario Franklin. This guy, when he's calm, when he's relaxed, he's unbeatable. He's unguardable. This guy, Demario Franklin, and so maybe he needs to make sure that that's the tempo of the whole game. That man, Jean de Dieu going up, gets blocked by Bruno Shima, and it's going to be a REG basketball possession. Substitution is offering here for REG Basketball Club as Sakamba Sedar comes in. Patrick Chizurungu goes for the long ball.
Very interesting. Patrick has just been given his first personal foul, and it's a technical foul.
I mean, it's so unlike Patrick for him to get a technical foul. He's a quiet guy. He's a quiet guy.
I agree, but he started this game very aggressive. You see him trying to steal the ball from Demaria quite a bit. I think he's decided, he's going to put pressure and keep pressure and make sure that Patriots does not score as much as they want to.
Right, and Demaria goes to the line there, doesn't get it to go. It's going to be the front rim that blocks him from his goals. And then a quick turnover back to the Patriots. It's going to be Patriots basketball possession. No, it's going to be a REG basketball possession. Yes, it's going to be a REG basketball possession. We're only 1 minute and 39 from saying bye-bye to the first period of this game. Patriots with a deficit of 4 points behind One Energy Group. One Energy Group seeming to have the edge over them here, even though Patriots really had the edge over them every single game of the regular season. I mean, maybe that win last time, I think, gave One Energy Group a really good feel that they might be able to edge out the Patriots, so they might be able to see this game through. Come to front, Bertucci almost fumbles it there. Foul there on Bruno Shema, his first personal.
Prince Muhizi has started this game very, very strong. I mean, we didn't really see him or feel him as much in game 1, game 2, but in game 3, he made a difference, and clearly he's building on that momentum and really showing up in this game 4.
Right, and Munyana Butisani is doing a really good job managing the fouls. I mean, you can see everybody just picking up 1-1-1. And when they pick up a foul, he substitutes them and allows them to take that time to rest. And it's going to be 1 minute only, 31 seconds on the clock. Can Prince Muhizi punish them from the free throw line? He can. The experienced team captain, this guy has played every single basketball there is to play, national team, BAL, everything. There's nothing Prince Muhizi hasn't played. Pick up basketball. I mean, call him for anything, he's going to be there. And he converts on the second as well. And REG just starting to put a gap here between them and Patriots of around 6 points, which is going to make the Patriots start catching up. Cuba Sajkizera there unable to convert from the 3 with only 1 minute 15 left to go. Omohoza Jean Didier just attacking, going up, and then Omohoza. If you give that man space, he will put some distance between you two. And Demaria Franklin gets the ball. BZ Mungu. This guy is a clean-up machine. When you see Munyana Mutsasani putting up BZ Mungu in the court, just know he wants those offensive rebounds. He wants those defensive rebounds because this guy can clean up anything. He's not going to score a lot, but he will clean it up. Exactly as I said, just him cleaning up on both sides of the floor. Obadiah Noel goes for the 3 again. Off the mark, Obadiah Noel. I mean, unfortunate here. Obadiah Noel not being able to show up for the Patriots. Let's see if he can make an impact this game. Omohoza Jean Didier one more time, 24-18 to score. Driving again, going up, off the mark. Demaria Franklin, Euro, up and out. A foul on Demaria.
Very interesting. If you watch game 1, right, one of the things that we said, is Patriots was really capitalizing on those fast break points and getting back to the other side while REG lagged behind. And it seems like we're getting a glimpse of that here, where that transitional defense is not getting set up quickly enough. I mean, Prince Muhizi tried to set his feet, but Demaria powered through. Yes, Patriots are currently lagging by 5 points, but if REG keeps on doing that and not having their transitional defense in place on time, then they might have a problem.
That's absolutely right, because Patriots are the transitional basketball team. I mean, that's where they thrive. If you allow them, they're just gonna run at you. Demaria Fernandez got very fast guys here in Demaria, Jeffrey Stubbs, Quizzer, Hubert Sarge, who just are not relenting any time. I mean, if you leave your defense open, it's going to be tough. Cole Elliott tries a Hail Mary there. It's going to be the end of the first period. I mean, there's just no difference between these two teams. 24-20, Demaria there, the player to watch. here already has 6 points, making all the difference.
I mean, Shasha, you're talking about Demaria's 6 points, but it's very interesting. Cole very quietly got into the double digits, but then after he hit those first 11, it's like Patriots stopped his scoring. He hasn't actually scored in the last couple of minutes. I mean, he's been attempting, yes, but it seems like that tension between Demaria and Cole is making sure that, you know, he's not giving him any space. We'll see if that's going to change in the second quarter.
That's absolutely right. And I think one thing with the Patriots is that they might take 1 or 2 quarters to learn you, but once they do, then it's going to be no answers for them. I think that's really what happened in the last game, in this last 2 quarters, where they just didn't have an answer for REG, Cole, and their offense early on. That right there was Cole just making points as he pleases. He made that 2 points. He made a couple 3 points. Unstoppable he's been in this first period.
A very interesting fact about the way that this game is going so far, right? So in the last game, that Cole and Garmin combo was really deadly for Patriots, right? Like they were dominating offensively and defensively. But in this game, somehow it seems like Garmin is struggling to actually get on the scoreboard. He's currently not actually put in any points.
That's right. And Patriots scoring from all over the place. I mean, Irakosa's got points, Bizimungu's got points, Stubbs got points, Kennedy got points, Demaria Franklin has points. Cole just being the absolute difference maker here. But once they can lock out Cole, I think they're going to have an easy time playing offense here against REG. If REG can bring back Cole, bring him to make those difference points, then they can take over and have Patriots chasing them the entire game. If there's one thing I've learned from the previous game here is that you just really never know who's going to win in these games. I mean, at one point Tigers was trailing by 10 points and then they came out on top of that previous game. So I think this game is just going to be close. Close already in the first. Let's see how close it's going to be in the second. If it keeps being close, then we're going to have a thriller. Demaria Franklin goes for the 3. Bizimungu tries to clean it up and he gets fouled. It's very difficult to fight with the ball with this guy, Bizimungu. He's long, he's majestic, and then he just knows how to be flexible and reach for the ball. So once he reaches it and grabs the ball, then you try and stab at it, take a stab at him, you will foul him. And when you do, you're going to start getting into foul trouble. Already 1 foul there picked up by REG on Bizimungu. And that's Jeffrey Stubbs under the rim. I mean, how difficult was that shot?
Very difficult, but Jeffrey Stubbs is quite an efficient player.
REG cannot afford to have a close game with the Patriots. They need to close this out early. Otherwise, this is going to just absolutely show them fire. That's like Ambassador there looking for Kamdo Funk Batuji. REG struggling to make a play here. Cole Elliott digs it deep, gets the ball to Obadiah Noel. Obadiah Noel looks for the long one. And a foul on Jeffrey Stubbs as he stretches out his hand. (24-22) is the score here. Jeffrey Stubbs picking up his second personal foul. Patriots only have 1 team foul this quarter and 1 team foul also for REG. We already burnt down 1 minute in this second period. I mean, this game's as intense as they are, they move really, really fast. And Obadiah Noel cleans it up there. He's going to be looking to make a play here. Of course, cuts down the middle. Gets the ball to Garbachinka. Obadiah Noel again gets the ball to Garbachinka. Bizimungu. I mean, this guy, his hands are all over the place. I mean, how hard would it be to box out Bizimungu? Prince Mohizi turns. Obadiah Noel almost steals the ball. Kamdo Frank Batuji loses the ball as he goes up. It's going to be a REG basketball possession. Substitution in the offing here for REG as Kamdo Frank Batuji comes out of the game. Garmin Kandik Yeli is back in. He's yet to make an impact, but let's see how he's going to fare in this 8 minutes and 26 seconds left on the second. Garbachinka has just managed to lock down Garmin Kande. Again, he cleans it up. Jeffrey Stubbs. That's going to be Bizimungu there. I mean, wow, the effort being put in here by Bizimungu is unimaginable. As Sagamba Sadar goes for the floater, but he cannot get it to go. Mario Franklin there making a bad decision. I mean, he should have just held on to the ball and continued to post it up. But he tried to go up, and unfortunate, he cannot get it into the rim. Songwe Mel goes for the long one. Long ball to Stubbs Jeffrey. Stubbs Jeffrey cannot hold on to it. I mean, only a 2-point difference in this game, but you can see there's a little bit more offensive prowess here for the Patriots. REG struggling to get the ball into their spots. If they continue like this, then this is going to be a very difficult game for them. Holding just by a string. If the Patriots get in rhythm with their scoring, as they've been able to hold REG, this is going to be a tough one. Shema Didier coming back in, faking up. Cole Elliott trying to get the ball from him. Cole Elliott driving it hard. Turn around, Jay. Then it sinks for Cole off the front of the rim. And then 26-22 is what we're looking at. Subasaj looking for space, gets the ball to Bizimungu. Bizimungu drives, tries to get the ball to Garbachinka. Garbachinka can't hold on to it. And it's going to be turnover there. Subasaj steals the ball again. I mean, REG, unfortunate with those transition balls. I mean, they're just not efficient with transition balls. Shema Didier, 3-point shot. Bizimungu cleans it up. I mean, this guy, this guy is the guy. I mean, it's so dependable on the offensive side and rebounding and effort. I mean, I don't think there's anybody who's putting as much effort as Bizimungu on the court right now.
I'm actually surprised. I realized that I haven't really seen Bizimungu much in this series, but he's definitely, you know, bringing his best foot forward in this game, which Patriots definitely need. If they have a chance at winning this, they actually not only need to trail by a few points, but they need to create a gap because this is still too close for REG. And of course, they're still leading by 2 points, but they're doing a fantastic job defensively and making sure that REG is not scoring. But Patriots needs to also score. If you think about the last couple of shots that Garbachinka did not land, they need Garba to be as efficient as possible within the paint, both from a rebounding and offensive perspective.
Absolutely right. And Garbachinka is one of those players that he's been a difference maker. He needs to start attacking the paint. I've really not seen him attack the paint when it comes to this REG basketball. When he attacks the paint, REG's defense usually collapses into him, and then he can be able to kick it out and create opportunities for some of the other players in his team. I think Patriots offense is what is lacking right now, as you said, which I agree with. And I think as the game goes, if they can keep holding down their defense as they are, and start making some strides offensively, that this is going to be a very difficult game for REG for sure. And we're back here from that small timeout. There's going to be 6 minutes only and 42 seconds to go. I mean, there's just nothing to separate these two teams. It's as good as 2-0. Hubert Sarge almost steals the ball from Garmin there, but is not successful. Cole trying to drive. Sagamba Sedar fakes it. Goes for the mid-range jumper off the run rim. And out Bizimungu again. I mean, this guy, efficiency on collecting is what you put him in for. And I think that's what Mundana Musasani is going for right now. Hubert Sarge Kuzer at the top. Gets the ball back to Shema Didier. Calm is the name of the game from both these two teams. I'm not seeing a lot of pressure. I think that pressure that they started with is going down. And Cole Elliott fumbles the ball there by giving it to Patriots. And and it was almost stolen there by Kande Kieli, who steals it completely there from Patriots. Patriots is not getting ahead offensively, and Nyanda Musasani noticing that is going to be making a substitution here, bringing Jeffrey Stubbs and Obadiah Noel as Cole Elliott just punishes that lack of efficiency on the offensive side by the Patriots, and they're going to start trailing here if they cannot get the scoring going. Garbachenko comes down the middle, goes up. It's going to be a Patriots basketball possession.
It's a very interesting first half of the second quarter. I mean, both teams are not fouling as much, but they're not capitalizing on the opportunities that they're making. I mean, I'd be very curious to see what the stats are. I mean, they are both taking a lot of shots, but their shots are not landing.
Right. Only a 5-point difference after that dagger by Cole Elliott Lamar, the man, the myth, the legend, who was really, really dangerous here last game. He's already has 16 points. I mean, without Cole Elliott Lamar, Reg is at 3 points. No. 13 points. So Cole Elliott Lamar is really the difference maker here. And Patriots have just not been able to hold him down. They've not been able to guard him. But he does, and he will get affected by fatigue. So can Reg find other positions, find other spots to be able to score? That's going to solidify their position in this game and give them a really powerful place to be. But if Patriots can now wear down Cole Elliott Lamar, if they can stop his scoring, continue playing defense, and start getting some efficiency in the offense, then I think it's going to be a very difficult game here for Reg. Patriots basketball possession as we only have 5 minutes and 14 seconds in the second. I mean, this game is going to be tight the entire way until one team gets some sort of rhythm and makes the difference. There's not been any decent runs. Ball with Yubasaj. Yubasaj tries to get the ball to Jeffrey Stubbs, but Umaza John Nadia gets a hand on it. Is going to steal the Patriots basketball possession. They only have 9 seconds on the clock. Garbachenko in the middle. Garbachenko going up and under, and he gets fouled.
What a matchup.
What a matchup. I mean, they put Bracado and Garmin kind of double teaming Garbachenko. I think that's how they've been able to get him totally out of the game. Garbachenko cannot get the first. Can Garbachenko reduce this lead to 5 points? And he does. Reduces it to 4 points now. Only a 4-point difference here. Garbachenko getting his personal points to 3. Maracado trying to back up Garbachenko. Obadiah Noel is able to get a hand on it there. Jeffrey Stubbs attacking Sakamba Sedar. Spin move, kicks it back out to Garbachenko. Garbachenko goes up and off the board, and then he gets it to go. I mean, if Garbachenko can start doing that, I mean, this is it. That's the key. Sakamba Sedar, Sangwe Mel off the back rim and out. It's going to be a Patriots basketball possession here.
A very interesting change in momentum in the last few minutes. I mean, it was fascinating. The entire Reg team was focused on Stubbs, and that's what allowed Garbachenko to go in and make that shot. If they're not careful, yes, I mean, they need to double team some of these players, but they're giving opportunities to others.
And it's going to be a possible foul call here on Sangwe Hermel as he was closing in on Irakoze Reodal. He's really not a phenomenal free throw shooter, but he will be going to the line here for a chance for trouble. Reg already starting to get into foul trouble here early on. I mean, Patriots doing a good job of drawing those fouls, and if Reg can get into foul trouble early on, then this is going to be the difference maker. Because I mean, he's been very, very bad from the free throw line. I mean, to say the least.
I was gonna say you just did the commentator's curse, but I realized it's the opposite.
It really is. I mean, Irakoze Verdal can just not make it from the free throw line, but he is efficient from other points. I mean, not to take away from his incredible game. And he makes the last one. It's going to be 28-29. I mean, Patriots have really just stayed disciplined and are closing in on this gap. If they can shift the momentum and start putting Reg on the back foot, it's going to be something else. So let's see how Reg's going to respond to some of this momentum shift that's happening. The floor general, Jeffrey Stubbs, just... That's Garmin Kandakiali. Ball, Sagamba Sedar. Omohoza Jean Didier holding on to it, looking for the screen from Garmin Kande. Skip pass to Sagamba. Sagamba down the middle, can't get it. It's going to be Garbachenko. Long ball to Cubasaj Quizera. Cubasaj. Jeffrey Stubbs. Irakoze Verdal can't seem to get it going. Gets the ball back to Garbachenko. No, sorry, to Yubasaj, and it's going to be a foul. Irakoze Verdal picks up his second personal foul, and that's going to be the second team foul here for the Rwanda Energy Group. Shema Didier, very good friends with Irakoze Verdal, just gives him a pat on the head, just tells him, you know, stay, keep your head up. Let's see how this goes. Shema Didier back on the court. Can he apply the pressure? Made the ball there to Furaka Dojon. Furaka going for the three. And Garbachenko again is able to pick it up. Yubasaj crosses him up. Obadiah Noel looking for the ball, screaming. He wants that possession. He wants space. He wants to be able to get it going. Gets the ball to Shema Didier. Garbachenko going down the mid-range. Sagamba Sadar cleaning it up. I mean, it's a pretty even game here. I mean, these two teams are just so well matched. You can't separate them.
It's very interesting to watch how much hesitation there is in the plays that Reg is making. I mean, you know, the ball is moving around. They might have shots and they're not taking them. I wonder why, right? Because if you see in the last game, especially when they were in their momentum, Enoch was shooting immediately, Prince Muhizi was shooting. Like, they need that momentum to be going. They should not be hesitating the way they are currently.
That's right, and Patriots is the wrong team to be having a close game with, because they can get on a run. They can get Shema. I mean, both teams just struggling completely with offensive efficiency. And that's what we're seeing is affecting both teams here, even as we have only 2 minutes left with 1 point between these two guys. Sagamba Sedar getting the ball there to Mohozo Jean Didier, but both teams just not making their shots. And then Cesarano breaks the curse there with that incredible floater down the middle, making it a 3-point game. Ball with Garbachenko. Obadiah Noel. Damaria Franklin fakes it. Goes back. Damaria Franklin unable to get it to go. It's going to be Sagamba Sedar who goes out with it. Jeffrey Stubbs coming down the middle, kicks it to the baseline. Damaria Franklin fakes it, gets it to Obadiah Noel. Obadiah Noel goes for the shot, and he can't pick it up. There's going to be a really nice save there by Damaria Franklin, getting the ball to Garbachenko. Jeffrey Stubbs going for the mid-range jumper, and it's sublime by Jeffrey Stubbs. I mean, give it to Jeffrey Stubbs. I mean, when the game is difficult, he will come through. He will make it happen for his team. Only a minute left here before we wrap up the first half of this game. I mean, there's just nothing, absolutely nothing between these two teams. This game is going to go absolutely down to the wire. And there's a timeout there.
Very interesting second quarter. And both teams have managed to stay out of foul trouble. I mean, they currently have 3 team fouls each. The pressure is high. They're not scoring as much, or maybe we're just not feeling that conversion as much. They might actually be scoring in this quarter as well, but none of the teams are getting into rhythm, right? One shoots, then another shoots, and then we have a dry spell for a couple of minutes. You're right. It's going to go down to the last minutes, but I keep saying at halftime, those locker room conversations seem to change the tides, and we'll see who's going to come out hungrier for this win, because, again, both of them have a lot on the line.
That's right. If Patriots are able to edge out this game, it's going to be a very tough game in Game 5, because now they're not going to be fighting on the back foot. They're not going to be scared. They're going to be attacking because they know it's going to be all to win in that game. I think this game they've been pragmatic. They've not tried to make as many shots as they usually take. They've not tried as many transition balls as they usually do, which has made it very difficult for them to make an impact on the offensive side. And Garbachinka has been totally taken out of the game by that double team duo that has been put on him by Kande Kieli and Farah Kado. So let's see how it's going to match out. I can see Ngoga is back, resting out Garbachinka. And so this is going to be a backcourt heavy game in this last minute of the game. Postman for Kado. No space from Damaria. Almost loses it. Garmin Kande goes for the mid-range jumper. And it's going to be a Patriots basketball possession. I mean, the games today have just been so tight. I mean, this is the playoffs, and you're reminded that at this very high level of basketball, these games come down to very small margins, and this one is going to be an example of that. That will come down to small margins. And Aki Cesarano driving it hard. Sports Sagamba back to the big man. Big man. Dependable for Akadeo at the post. Converts. Pushes his personal points to 4. And it's going to be a 3-point difference one more time in this game. Obadiah Noel looking for space. Driving at Omohoza Jean. And gets the 2-point. If Obadiah Noel can come to the party, I mean, it's going to help the Patriots a lot. He's just not been at the party whatsoever. He's been in his own world completely.
Do you know who that foul was called on? Oh, there we go. Jean Tetieu has just gotten his first
moving screen.
Yeah. I mean, there's only 3.4 seconds to go. Right now have 14 fouls.
That's right. And I mean, Patriots, everybody has 1 foul apart from Eric Jose Reodal and Jeffrey Stubbs with 2. On the other side, it's the same case. Damaria Franklin going up, and it's unfortunate there for Damaria Franklin. That would have been a momentum shifter if he went with the nice 2 points to make it 34. But now we're going to have wrapped up here the second period of the game. We only have 2 more to make this count. It's going to be 14 minutes and 46 seconds before we continue with this game. 33-32 is the score. 16 for Cole Elliott Lamar. He's been quiet ever since those many daggers in the first. And that's been a trend. I think he's been coming in, making an impact, and then absolutely being able to get locked down. And in a short while here, we're going to be giving you the halftime stats. But what a game it's been so far.
Indeed, what a game. I mean, this is a very, very close game. If I'm Coach Sonny, I'm pretty happy with not letting REG get away. REG really struggled to get that momentum. Yes, they're currently leading by 1. But, they're going to have to lock in if they want to win this and go into the finals in the second half. We'll see what adjustments Coach Sonny makes in the second half to hopefully get Patriots a lead.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, it's been a very long night here for us, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an absolutely beautiful night. We just watched the first game of the night. RSSB Tigers managed to pound down in the last fourth quarter and force a game 5 with them and APR. And right now, we're seeing Patriots only with a 1-point deficit behind Runner Energy Group here with only 2 quarters to go. They have 2 quarters to decide whether they want to be in the whether they want to have game 5 or not. If Runner Energy Group manages to edge them out, then Runner Energy Group is going to be the clinched spot for the finals. And right here is the head-to-head halftime stats for Patriots and Rwanda Energy Group. Yeah, right. It's the transposed here, ladies and gentlemen. 32 is the points for Patriots, with 33 being the points for REG. It's going to be 28% from the field by the Rwanda Energy Group and 29% from the field by the Patriots. 36% by Rwanda Energy Group, 6% by Patriots. 21 from rebounding. 3, 4 is what our Patriots managed to rebound. 5 assists each. 5 steals, 4 steals respectively. Patriots, REG and Patriots. 7 out of 7 on the free throw line. I mean, these guys have been shooting ridiculously, REG, and 7 to 12 out of 12 is the free throws for the Patriots. I mean, apologies there for a technical difficulty. These stats have been transposed. And right now, as it stands, the game is 1-2. Patriots trailing. See you shortly, ladies and gentlemen.
Before the arena lights shine, before the crowds fill the stands, it begins with a dream. A kid who watches, a coach who believes, a player who inspires.
Adoni playing with Adonis Profiler. Adoni!
A practice becomes a passion, a player becomes an inspiration, and a fan begins to dream. Rides can wait, meetings can wait, because moments like these don't. Basketball isn't just played inside an arena. It lives on dusty courts, in crowded streets, in homes gathered around the screen. It's in every neighborhood, bringing strangers together, turning quiet moments into unforgettable ones. Every game, every story, every fan, across nations, only on Okapi.
And we're live, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here for the second half of this game. It's just been even Steven the entire way. These teams have been very pragmatic with each other, just not trying to let the other team gain any momentum whatsoever. And that's what is bringing us to this 32-33 score. Some points to note here, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it's REG who's has 33 points in the lead, but they've really just gotten most of that from Cole, Elliott, Lamar, 16, which is a good thing and a bad thing. I mean, when Cole is not hot, then it means they're not going to be scoring, which has allowed Patriots to come back into this game, even though REG had somewhat of a substantial lead. And then we have fast break points. I mean, where Patriots have just absolutely dominated with the fast break points. 7 is the points they've gotten from the fast break, which has been ridiculous. Patrick and Chizirungu there, almost pushing Demario Franklin out, and it's going to be almost a T-ball there for Demario Franklin. Having a word with the ref. Foul call there on Demario Franklin. Hard to understand, but we'll see how that plays out. There's going to be Jeffrey Stubbs here coming in, looking to make an offensive play here. Demario Franklin gets the ball again, comes down the middle, kicks it out to Jeffrey Stubbs, fakes it, gets it too. Wow, I mean, the ball movement there was spectacular, and right now, we just now have gotten a momentum shift with this game. 34 is the score now for Patriots. REG trailing. Cole kicks it out to Kadeo Furaha. Kadeo Furaha comes down the middle, goes up in the end. Kadeo Furaha. Ball with Demario Franklin is being guarded by Enoch Cesaron and goes behind the back. Only a 1-point difference, and we've already burned down 1 minute and 4 seconds in this third. I mean, Camilindi Olivier can't pick it up from the base. I don't know why Patriots still keep depending on Camilindi Olivier to shoot. He's just not made even one. I mean, the past many games. So maybe they might have to shift that strategy, find an extra pass, find a nice shooter at the base, and then be able to make that happen for them. Demaria Franklin goes in the middle and gets blocked. Camilindi Olivier cleans it up for Demaria Franklin. 3-ball. Back rim and out. No offensive momentum here for both these teams. The efficiency has been low at best. Rakoze Reodal manages to steal it, gets the ball to Jeffrey Stubbs. Jeffrey changing directions, goes up and does not get it to sink. Colalia Lamar attacking and gets blocked. Another turnover again by Rakoze Reodal, who gets the ball to Enoki Cesarano. I mean, what is going on, Christine?
I think both teams have come out really strong and are trying to create momentum and score as much as they can. Unfortunately, their offensive plays are not landing the way that they wanted. But Patriots has taken the lead in this first couple of minutes of the second half. Let's see if they'll be able to maintain it.
Right, and we're already 2 minutes 30 down in the third. I mean, this game is going to be tight all the way. There's just no relenting from either side. Tadeo, one-on-one matchup there with an interesting matchup there with Garbachinka, and manages to sink it from the mid-range. What a nice shot there from the mid-range by Kado Fraha. Irakoze Reodal gets fouled.
So Cole has, not Cole, but REG in the second half have definitely worked on their transitional defense. They're definitely going back to their side of the court faster than they were in the first half, and that's putting pressure on Patriots, who are trying but not getting through. You'll notice that at some point Stubbs was being marked by 4 different people, and of course he didn't make that shot.
Correct. Irakoze Reodal has not been great from the free throw line, but I mean, reverse commentator's curse works this time, and he's able to get it in and evens out the play here with Patriots having 37 and REG having 37 as well. And Irakoze Reodal, I think the coach had a word with him during the halftime break based on those free throws, because they do foul him a lot because he does drive a lot. But if he doesn't convert, then he doesn't count for it, and they're going to get a back foot here behind REG if they can't convert those free throws. Kado Farrar goes up, gets fouled by Camilindi. That's the first team foul here for Patriots.
Former teammates, it's always interesting to see when Kado and Camilindi go against each other. I mean, Olivier, as captain of Patriots, we've watched him for a couple of seasons. He is actually quite a dependable defender, even if he doesn't make all of his offensive shots.
Right, and not a great start there to those 2 shots by Kado Faraha. The scores here is 37 to 38, not 27 and 28. So we will be fixing that technical error for you just now as Kado Faraha evens it out one more time. I mean, there's no mistaking it. It's a very, very even game, and both these teams have all to lose in this game. And I think both of them are just giving it their best shot, trying to be pragmatic, not attacking as heavily as they usually would. Ball to Bizimungu to Obadiah Noel. Ball back to Jeffrey Stubbs. And a foul by Cole Elliott. Cole Elliott Lamar here picking up his first personal foul here. And it's going to be the second team foul here for Wamba Energy Group.
So 3 minutes into this third quarter, and Elliot Cole has actually not scored yet.
That's right. Just they've gotten solutions to how it, because he scores from the 3-point line. And if he doesn't get, and that's Irakoze Reodal just muscling in, just absolutely muscling in and saying, hey, you guys are not going to. And right now, Irakoze Reodal silently, as much as we've talked about his free throws, is now the points leader for the Patriots. He has 12. And it's bricked there by Cole Elliott Lamar, as we have only 2 seconds before we get into the 5 minute range. Obadiah Noel gets the ball to Stubbs Jeffrey. Stubbs Jeffrey fakes it. Gets the ball to Garbachinka. Garbachinka attacks, and it's going to be a block there by Kando. A foul by Garbachinka offensively. a tiny, tiny, tiny lead here for the Patriots. I mean, it's a very undependable lead. But REG currently, if you look at the flow of the game, they're currently getting out basketballed by the Patriots, and the Patriots will start getting an edge here as the game goes by because REG are just not able to get their way offensively, and the Patriots are really being able to lock them down, locking their biggest players down, locking Cole down, having the other players like Sagamba Sedar get the ball, and Cole Elliott again. And this gonna be off the rim and in for Cole. I mean, this would be a totally different game without Cole Elliott Lamar in. I mean, it's safe to say that Obadiah Noel's showing this playoffs has not been the greatest.
Compared to the form that we know before, yes, I think that is a fair assessment to make.
Absolutely. Rabachinka drives it, goes base. Obadiah Noel looking for that pass in, and it's going to be a right basketball possession. It's even, Steve. I mean, come on. Have you ever seen a game like? I have not seen a game like this for a while. I mean, this lead is going 2 points, 1 point, 2 points, 1 point, even Steven, and that's it for the entire game. Already, we're past the halfway mark in the third. I mean, if this is how we're going to walk into the fourth, then it's going to be a very, 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 very hot fourth quarter to watch.
You're right.
Maybe even hotter than the previous game we've just watched. This is the lowest scoring game I've seen in a while. 40-40 in a men's game in the third period with only 4 minutes to go is ridiculous. And Farah Kado just efficient from that very, very unlikely mid-range spot, just getting his spots to go, and a terrible, terrible, terrible miscommunication pass there between Irakoze Berhodal and Jeffrey Stubbs. Cole Elliott getting the deep pass there to come to Frank Bertuggi. The foul there on Cole Elliott Lamar. Irakoze Berhodal picking up another foul there. And it's going to be a substitution here as Hubert Sarge-Kuzur comes in for Irakoze Berhodal, who's been absolutely phenomenal when it comes to delivering in terms of points. He's had 12 so far. Actually, that's going to be a foul on Busy Mungu, putting Patriots at a very disadvantageous position already with 4 team fouls. Off the mark there for Kadil Furaha at the line. Can he convert on the second? Yes, he can, making it a 3-point lead here. Kado Furaha already double-digit points. He's got 12. He's been a special showing here for Rwanda Energy Group in this game. I mean, allowing Cole Elliott to also take a break from the scoring. Jeffrey Stubbs going for the 3. Jeffrey Stubbs sinking it, and that's actually a 2 shot. And it's Jeffrey Stubbs is going to have 11 points on the board. And only a 1-point difference once more. Cole Elliott Lamar, 3 ball. Busy Mungu cleaning it up for Jeffrey Stubbs there. I mean, this guy's hands are so huge, so long. Sagamba Sedar trying to get the ball off of Jeffrey Stubbs. And it's going to be a foul by Sagamba Sedar.
The tensions continue to rise, and you can see the players are beginning to make some unnecessary mistakes. Patriots already in foul trouble. REG just picked up their 3rd team foul. I was just looking at the stats, Chacha, and it's really fascinating. In that first half, both teams were really not scoring much, especially when you compare it to the previous game where with every possession, both teams were scoring at least 1 point something. Whereas in this game, both teams are scoring less than 1.
That's right. Very low-scoring game, I think, is the theme here. As Busy Mungu gets the ball to Hubert Sargent, off the legs, off. And that's going to be a turnover here by Patriots. With only a 1-point lead here, REG I mean, this game is going to go right to the wire. Might even be won by just a couple points. And it's been a theme here, I think, for the night, that as these games go on and the series gets better, I think both teams learn each other and they start having this very good rap sheet on who's doing what, how do they make things happen. And there's going to be a long, long one there by Jeffrey Stubbs, tries to save it. Jeffrey Stubbs actually saves it. But he gets called there for a travel violation. A lot of unnecessary mistakes being made here by both teams. I think they both fear each other. They're fierce competitors. I mean, Patriots know what REG can do based on the last couple games, but also REG knows what Patriots can do if allowed. So I think both of them are being very pragmatic, being very gentle with their approach, and no one is really, really, really sending it. And that's kind of what is making this game a very low-scoring game so far. As Kado Furaha doesn't get it, and it's going to be a stoppage here. This Kado Furaha goes down. I mean, no, that's Cole Elliott Lamar who goes down. I mean, if Cole Elliott is hurt, that's going to be a very, very big game changer here for REG. But Cole Elliott seems to be fine as he walks off that ball. A stern reminder here that these are the playoffs, and things can get very, very, very tough. Things can get very, very, very stiff. And this second game here is all to lose for the Patriots, but all to give for One Energy Group as Jean Didier comes back, replacement for Cole Elliott Lamar.
Frank Commando has been a very interesting player in this game. I mean, we saw him in the previous games really coming in and, you know, adding to that offensive power as well as that rebounding in the paint. This game, though, seems to be struggling to get into the groove, currently not on the scoreboard. Just got a foul. Let's see if the free throws are going to get him on the scoreboard. Commentator's curse. We're so sorry.
And we have Prince Mohizi being lined up to get in. I mean, let's see if he can make the difference. He was very aggressive in that first half of the game, but we only have 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. I mean, this game is going to go all the way to the wire. I mean, and it's going to be a Patriots basketball possession. Massage Kuzura starts it off here. We only have 2 minutes 48 to go. Massage creating space between him and Jean Didier. Damario Franklin going for the mid-range jumper, and it's unfortunate there for Damario, who tries to drive it again and can't seem to just find the rim. I mean, both teams here, and it's a block by Hubert Sargent and Jean Didier. Again, a REG basketball possession. I mean, this is the definition of a playoff game. I mean, just so tight, such fine margins, and anything can make you lose the game. Anything can make you win the game, and the coaches are going to have to make all the difference here. Number Frank Bertucci kicks it out to Patrick Chizunungu Patrick, who gets the ball to go. It's going to be a 3-ball plus 1. 46 to 42, and Patrick goes to line. He can make it 47.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen the REG lineup of so many fouls on your team. Even though right now they're sitting on 3 team fouls. Every player except 2 currently has a personal foul against them.
That's right, and the 2 haven't stepped on the court.
Exactly.
Everybody who stepped on the court has a foul. Garbachinka there loses the ball to Mohoza Jean Didier, who finger rolls it, and he can't get it. I mean, the tensions are so high. Shema picks it up for himself, goes up and gets fouled. Hey, wow. Playoff basketball is the name of the game. I mean, there's no easy buckets. You're not going to get anything easy. If you think you're going to drive, you will be blocked. If you think you're going to, I mean, everything is just tough. And Patriots seem to have this idea that they can keep driving at these guys, but also Patriots have a lot of fouls already that they picked up. Everybody also, most of their starters and most of their big players have 2 and 1, 2 and 3. So this is going to be a very interesting game to watch. I think the last quarter as Shema Didier manages to reduce it to 43-46 as Garbachika gets fouled again.
Very interesting last 2 minutes of this quarter. It's interesting, you know, if you compare the first half versus this half, not only have they not been scoring as much, they're fouling a lot more. I mean, Patriots was the only one that was in foul trouble for the last couple of minutes, and within 30 seconds, REG have found themselves in foul trouble as well.
Right, and right now we're sitting on 43-46. I mean, only 3 points to separate these two teams. 3 points is not much. And Garbachinka makes it 2 points. So even more interesting now. And it's going to be a substitution here for Hubert Sajkazer as Jeffrey Stubbs comes in. I think the coach needs that relaxed mindset. He needs that mindset of game making. That right there is Obadiah Noel. I think he's not too happy with himself with how he's performed this particular playoff season. Prince Muizi still loses the ball and Jeffrey Stubbs is able to pick it up. Garbachinka almost fumbles it there and does fumble it, and it's picked up by Prince Muhizi as he tries to bounce up and down with the ball. I mean, it's ridiculous how many turnovers and mistakes are being made by both teams in this game. And in about 10 seconds, we're going to be getting into the seconds here. Bizimungu with his hands all over the place, just making it so difficult for these guys to even breathe. But it's only a 2-point difference, remember. And this game is going to go to the fourth quarter with tight margins. And every minute of the fourth quarter is going to count. It's going to be a play-by-play game. The coach has to win every single play. Otherwise, their team is going to have to succeed to the better team.
You're right, Chacha, and I think, you know, if you look at this matchup specifically, except for the first game where Patriots won with over 10 points, every game after has only been won by 2 or 3. So it's really important for them to either hold on to their lead, if that's REG, or cut that down and actually take a lead, if that's Patriots. And it really is going to go down to what's going to happen in the fourth quarter.
Right, and that right there is Omaha Jean Dede just looking for space from the Patriots. I think they just haven't been able to find any space. A foul there by Omaha Jean Dede on Jeffrey Stubbs. And it's going to be a 2-shot there by Jeffrey Stubbs on the line. He has a chance to go out of this quarter, making it only a 2-point game once more. And I think we're going to see something different here in the fourth. I think we're going to see something very different. We're going to see this team stopping this pragmatism, and they're going to start being attacking teams. I think now they're just trying to keep it close because they don't want to be left behind. And if you're left behind, then you won't be able to catch up. But generally, I think the pace is going to increase in the fourth. And in about 51 seconds, here, we're going to be wrapping this third period of the game out. And let's see how this is going to turn out. Just not getting any space from Jeffrey Stubbs with only 41 seconds on the clock. And a block there by Garba. And Sakamba Sadar manages to make it a 5-point game. Damaria Franklin goes for the 3. Damaria just hasn't found his tempo from the 3-point line. Unfortunately, a steal, but a foul called on Kamdo Fundratuji. It's going to be a 2-ball by Garbachinka on the line.
And that's going to be Kamdo Funk's 4th personal foul.
Garbachinka cannot show up for his team there on the first free throw. Can he show up on the second with only 19 seconds on the clock? I mean, regardless of how they go out this quarter, I mean, it's going to be all to fight for in the fourth as Garbachinka makes it a 4-point game again. Only 16 seconds on the clock here. Patriots just trying to put a lot of pressure here on Reg for them to do something. Ubasaj Kizaria putting the pressure there on John Mohoza. John Mohoza gets blocked. And it's going to be a travel violation there by Jean Mohoza. As we have only 2 seconds on the clock. I mean, you know, they can try and do a Hail Mary here to close the lead here with 1 point, and that's going to be a very, very even place to start when it comes to the fourth. And that counts for Patriots basketball. And it's going to be 48-50, the score.
What a buzzer beater.
That was a very, very serious buzzer beater for sure.
What's going on?
I mean, there's a little bit of a review being called here by the ref, by Coach Oka.
This has been such an interesting game to watch. Nothing like the previous games. If you look at some of the players who really made an impact in game 2, game 3, Enoch is having a low-scoring game. He only has 5. You're not really seeing Kamando Frank literally not on the scoreboard for points, but on the scoreboard for having 4 personal fouls, which is not good for a player that can actually really help Reg win the game.
That's correct. And the decision to be made here is whether Ubasaj Kuzera's layup there in those last few seconds is going to be counted as a buzzer beater, but the refs have to make that decision here as they watch the film. I mean, from my eyes, looking far, I think it counted, but let's see. I think they have to count and see when the light on the board went red. Once that's counted, then if the ball was already in the air, then that's probably going to count as a point. If the light was not going red, then it's going to be tough. And it counts.
You know, in the previous game, we were talking about, you know, the power of Nate Roberts and some of the big men from APR, being Mohamed Udinya, who also didn't really have a great night today compared to the previous games. I am shocked that we're going into the fourth quarter and Garmin doesn't have any points in this game.
Yeah, I think Garbachinka has found a very effective way of marking Garmin and just getting him out of the game. You don't think so?
I don't think it's necessarily Garbachinka alone. I think he looked like he's a bit tired. He's not being very efficient. Even when he's gotten the opportunities, it hasn't seemed to convert for him. I'm not sure. I mean, yes, Patriots is putting in a lot of pressure. Bizimungu has been playing quite well, although he only has 4 points on the board with 2 personal fouls. I think he's really been helping in the paint. But if Garmin hasn't been as effective as he normally is, and you've contained Cole, who only managed to score 2 points in the last quarter,
right, 5
points in the previous quarter, and the majority of his points in the first quarter, then why is it that the tide is still not moving in Patriots' favor?
Absolutely, and I see what you're saying. And you know, we have only 1 period left before we see if Patriots are going to be able to edge this out or. And in about 20 seconds here, we're going to be heading and setting sail on the last quarter. I mean, this quarter is going to count. The quarters are usually about 10 minutes for an entire quarter, and every game possession counts for about 24 seconds. So if you round it up to 30, then it means that every minute has about 2 possessions. And you multiply by that by 10, it's about 20 possessions. So there's only 20 or so possessions for this teams to make a difference. And it's going to be Patriots starting off on the front foot here. If they can convert this, then it can be a very interesting exchange between these two teams here. Bizimungu gets the ball. Muhizi Prince gets the ball back to Jeffrey Stubbs. Jeffrey Stubbs comes down the middle, and it gets fouled. Starting off the quarter on Muhizi Prince getting his, is that his first? Yeah, that's his second personal foul. And as Jeffrey Stubbs was going up, then Jeffrey Stubbs has a chance on the line to even out this game. He's a very good free throw shooter when he wants to be. So let's see. And he makes the first, 1-point game now. I mean, is this game going to have us on our feet like last game? I think so.
Absolutely. We have 9 minutes and 47 seconds to go.
Jeffrey Stubbs. I mean, he has a very soft touch with the ball. And I think that's why he's able to throw it up there. And most of the times it's able to bounce up and down, but also go in. So a very effective way of shooting the free throw here by Jeffrey Stubbs. Gabachenka Farakado is the man to be marked. Prince Muhizi looking for space down the middle. Man, the foul on Bizimungu.
Great defensive pressure by Patriots, but Bizimungu now is on 3 personal fouls. As much as he needs to be aggressive and make sure he doesn't give REG any space to shoot, he needs to be a bit careful, especially since he's been playing such a critical role in this game.
That's right, and it's going to be Muhizi Prince at the line. He gets the first. Muhizi Prince is a very experienced player. Played at every single level of basketball, and it would be funny to see him miss a free throw. I have not seen him miss one yet.
Made it.
Dubasaj Kuzur looking for space there from Sagamba Sedar. Sagamba Sedar just running with him all over the place. Gabachenka gets that screen and looking for that baseline, but Sagamba Sedar is not able to touch it, and that's going to be a 2-point difference. You're already 1 minute down. I mean, this is going to be something of a thriller. Patriots have just absolutely trailed in this. They've just not been able to find that edge in this very, very serious game here. So let's see. And that's going to be Demario Franklin making the difference here, adding 2 points to his repertoire. And 52-52 is the score. There's going to be a side ball call here, foul on Demario Franklin, his 3rd personal foul.
It's very interesting in the last 2 games. Actually, this game and the last game, Demario has struggled to score. He currently only has 8 points, and we're in the 4th quarter.
That's very true. And Prince Muhizi goes for the 3 there, but he cannot get to 2. Bizimungu just continuing to do his job here. Patriots have just not been able to get that transition ball moving. As Jeffrey Stubbs goes up and in, this guy is made of steel. And it's moments like those that usually end up shifting the momentum of the game, when Patriots start getting that belief that they can do it. And I think Jeffrey Stubbs has been a big, big driver of that particular ideology of how do we get our people to start shifting momentum. And if you can see last game, I mean, there was Hubert Sarkazoro played a big part in bringing that game back to the Patriots' favor. But I do think that if Jeffrey Stubbs can start getting balls like those and continuing to sink like those, once Patriots have a 5, 6, 7 point lead, There's no chance for REG. It's just not going to happen. So REG need to be very careful with giving Patriots whatever type of a lead it is, because once they have that space to make mistakes, they'll stop throwing those transition balls, and REG will not be able to catch up. So they need to be very careful in these moments. These are the game-defining moments right now we're watching. Cole Lamar is now back on the court. Can he make the difference with those threes that he was making? If he can't, it's going to be a very tough showing here. Garmin Kande going for a three. I mean, I'm not sure that's what Coach Oga would want to be doing at the moment, having Garmin Kande going for a three. And if Patriots are efficient with this possession here, with Jeffrey Stubbs going up and in, I mean, that's the game-defining moment right there, ladies and gentlemen. And you will hold me to account. I promise you. That is just where this game has shifted. Patriots getting a chance. And that's going to be the fourth personal foul on. It's going to be the fourth personal. Let's see. It's going to be the first personal foul for Hubasaj Kazera. And there's going to be a travel violation there by Kado Furaha. Let me tell you guys, once Patriots converts this again, this game is going to be almost over, because the momentum shifted. We're in a game that's been very tight, 1-to-1, to a team that has the ability to shift their mindset into an offensive attacking mode. And against a team that is heavily dependent on a Cole Elliott to score when he's just not getting any space from the person who's defending him, then I think the momentum will shift, and this is going to be a very, very, very pivotal moment in the game. We only have 7 minutes and 40 seconds. That means we have about, 15 or 16 plays left, and those 15 or 16 plays are going to be very, very, very important in the grand scheme of things.
You're right, Shasha. And it's very interesting. Unlike you, I'm not so certain. 5 points, I always say, is not that big of a gap. Of course, a lot of games have been won by less. But, Patriots are currently sitting on 3 team fouls. REG have 2. I expect REG to come out a little bit more aggressively. I'm not sure what's going on with the team today. They just don't seem to be finding their rhythm. While Patriots, this cushion allows them to take a little bit more risk and, be more aggressive. And that's paying off for them. REG are really struggling.
That's very correct, Christine. And only 7 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. And it's going to be a Patriots basketball possession. So you can imagine the powerful position. These guys are in a 5-point lead with possession in their hands and only 7 minutes to go. It seems like these guys are going to be able to get this job done. But let's see how they're going to play this last 7 minutes and 40 seconds. That's going to determine a lot in the grand scheme of things. Demario Frank, ball back to Jeffrey Stubbs. Jeffrey Stubbs fakes Cole Elliott, gets the ball to Hubasaj Kazera. Ball in the middle to Garbachinka. Garbachinka again. This is the thing about the Patriots, Christine, that I keep saying. This is not the team to allow for them to think that they can beat you. Because once they think that they can beat you, then you're cooked. And it's going to be a very, very tough time for you. Kado Farah. Patrick Shizurongo, and it's going to be Jeffrey Stubbs. And Jeffrey Stubbs has this demeanor where if you miss a ball, he's going to calm down. He's going to take his time. He's going to get the ball going. So let's see how they're going to keep utilizing the time. I think utilizing the time is going to be huge. Demario Franklin, can he get that shot off the mark by Demario? Demario has just shot poorly from the 3-point line today, and there's going to be Sagamba Sadab, who gets that easy 2 there under the rim. Gets the lead back down to 5. Garbachinka making a beautiful decision there to just let it go, because once you start getting into the foul trouble here, it's going to be very difficult. Garbachinka coming down the middle. Almost fouled there, but not called. It's going to be only 15 seconds before we get into the... And Kadofura slams it in. And that's going to be a 56-59 score. Patriots already started running over this, but Munyana Montesani calls a timeout. He does not want to lose this lead. He does not want to lose that momentum. Can he get back into this game? What a great call here by Munyana Montesani. REG also starting to make strides into coming back into this game, which is a very, very good place to be. I think Kado Furaha has been a really big difference maker in this game. I think him showing up when everybody else is not scoring has just absolutely made the difference in this game. I mean, he's showing his potential. He's showing that he can be the dependable guy who can score, the big man who can score. I mean, he's outperformed Garmin Kande and come to front with Juji. Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about 9 seconds before we step into the 5-minute mark. The 5-minute mark marks a special time in the game because now that's the downhill part of this game. That's the valley. I think we've been on the upper hill of this game. Now we're going into the valley. Jeffrey stops down the middle. Just cannot seem to get that mid-range shot going. Making it a very, very tough place to be because if the REG can now sink a 3, then now this is going to be a very, very interesting game to watch. Patrick Shizurungu at the perimeter. He's only got 10 seconds on the clock. Steps back. Gets the ball to Garmin Kande, who opens up his personal scoring in that particular play. I mean, that was a really good play there by Garmin Kande, and the game shifts back in REG's favor in terms of momentum. 58-59 the score. Jeffrey Stubbs comes down the middle, goes for the mid-range, and Jeffrey Stubbs sinks it. I mean, this guy has single-handedly carried this team. Give Jeffrey Stubbs a medal and write his name on the Patriots. And there's going to be a steal there by Stubbs. Jeffrey gets the ball to Bizimungu, who goes up and misses it. Bizimungu, I mean, that was a terrible decision there by Bizimungu, and it's going to be a REG basketball possession.
That was great disruption by Patriots. In the last couple of minutes, we've seen REG is really trying to force the pace, and Patriots defense is not actually going back quickly enough.
That's absolutely right. And we're now on the downhill part of this game, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this is OSN. This is playoff basketball. This is men's Division 1. Thank you so much for joining us. And we're going to be taking you through the last very few plays of this game. 4 minutes and 56 is what is on the scoreboard. And Cole Elliott comes down the middle, goes up, and just can't get it. Obadiah Noel. And there's going to be a foul on Obadiah Noel by Cole Elliott Lamar. Cole Elliott Lamar picking up his second foul there of the game. REG already at 3 fouls. I think both teams now very soon are going to be in foul trouble, and that's going to make the game very interesting because every single thing is going to count. What happened with Zuzua Mimi and in the last game? That's going to be Obadiah Noel turning over the ball there. I think
another player who hasn't really made an impact in this game, who just forced the turnover, is Armel Sangre. I mean, we know that he can be a pretty high-scoring machine and make an impact in a dent, but he seems to be missing from this game.
That's right. He's just not made any sort of impact in the game so far. And that's going to be Cole Elliott Lamar, who misses the layup, gets the ball back to Jeffrey Stubbs. Jeffrey Stubbs. Bizimungu goes up and in. I mean, that guy picked up the rebound twice in one possession. I mean, this guy is the definition of what a special rebounder is. I mean, put his name up there with the rebounding gods because this guy is just absolutely special. And a steal by Damaria Franklin. Patriots going up. And Patriots just rushing the ball there a little bit on that transition ball. I mean, that was a tough decision there by Sagamba Sadar. I'm not sure the coach will be too happy with that. With only 3 minutes on the clock, with them trailing 5, making that type of a decision. Garbachenko picks it up. Oh, what kind of a pass is that? I mean, this is the mistakes that are made in the last parts of the game that just determine the game's frequency and determine how the game is going to go. I mean, this is Cole Elliott Lamar who goes up for the 3. Obadiah Noel takes the ball, relaxes the ball. I mean, that would be the better way to go about this if the Patriots are going to edge this out. I mean, REG is trying to put pressure on them, trying to make them make rush decisions, trying to make them make bad. And there's a foul on Obadiah Noel, which is great for the Patriots as he goes to the line for a chance for 2 points. If he can make this, then that can really put the Patriots in a very beautiful position to be able to force a game 3 with only 2 minutes and 58 seconds on the clock. This game has not been great in terms of momentum for REG, so I doubt they'll be able to get that momentum in the last 3 minutes, but let's see how this game is going to pan out in this last few. Obadiah Noel. I mean, this are the moments that this player comes through. I mean, 6 points now is the difference, making it a 3 possession game, really, if you think about it. And he makes it a 4 possession game. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to count because 2 minutes and 56 seconds is only around 6 plays. And if Jeffrey Stubbs can calm down the game, then it's going to be very difficult. Jean Didier getting allowed to shoot as he wants. And a Patriots basketball possession. Ball out by Sagaba Sadar.
You see that energy on the bench. Patriots are really feeling this. And I mean, things are moving for them, right?
Patriots might just need to calm down here in those last few quarters. If they can continue burning the time and utilize this, then as we get into the 1 minute mark, Jeffrey Stubbs doing what I thought he would do, which is just calming it down, getting the ball on the other side to Demario Franklin, who's also calming it down with only 9 seconds on the clock. Get the ball to Jeffrey Stubbs, goes for the 3. Jeffrey Stubbs off the mark on the 3, and we have now 20 seconds left in the quarter as Jean Didier looks for a play here. Garmin Kande sets up the screen. Garmin Kande switches the ball with Jeffrey Stubbs. And a steal by Bizimungu. This guy has just been the guy. This guy has been the difference maker in this game, and I say it with my chest right now. Bizimungu has just been the difference maker. Ladies and gentlemen, we are walking into the 1 minute mark, and that right there was how this game totally shifted, and Patriots might just take this home. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, this is RBL. This is the RBL. There's nothing that you can say. This is the best league in Africa right now. 67-58 the score. Patriots just taking advantage of that momentum and allowing themselves to now have a very, very big lead on top of REG with only 1 minute 55 to go. That's only 4 plays. Unless REG comes out with something super special like those daggers from Cole, I don't think they're going to be able to come back into this, unfortunately.
Patriots are definitely in a better position right now. They're leading by 9. They only have 3 team fouls. I think REG is in a very uncomfortable position. Not only are they trailing as a team, they're in team fouls. So they can't actually be as aggressive as they want, even though they might have a couple of players who are okay giving a couple of personal fouls. Let's see what the coach's adjustments are going to be in this last minute and 55 seconds of the game. But it looks like we're on track, potentially, to a second upset of the night.
Absolutely, and I think that's going to be something special here to see both semifinals going the full range. And that was just absolute sleeping from the REG defense to allow Bizimungu to just be alone. I mean, Bizimungu now has 8 points. This guy, during the regular season, just didn't get any minutes. But now, being the difference maker in this very, very, very hot game. And ladies and gentlemen, if time is not on their side, I think REG are going to want to move this very quickly. You can see Jean Didier not taking it as slow as he would want. He's just really, really, really in a rush because they need those plays. They need those points. Obadiah Noel coming through with the defense. And it's going to be Obadiah Noel who gets the ball and he relaxes it, holds it down. He's trying to get the possession to somebody else to try and relax the game. Jeffrey Stubbs just absolutely saying, hey, relax the game. We are not going to give this away. Obadiah Noel gets the ball to Garbachinka, who makes it count. Garbachinka making it count when it matters. And ladies and gentlemen, this game is as good as finished. I can promise you that. Take it from Chachaboke. I mean, we are going to see a game 5. This is going to be one of the most enthralling playoff series we've ever seen in our life. ISSB Tigers. And it's going to be Jean Didier Patriots basketball possession.
And this is what we keep talking about, right? That hesitance is costing them so much. They brought on Enoch back onto the floor. He was a player that made a huge difference. When he doesn't hesitate, those shots land. But now you see this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and they lose their possession.
Yeah, this is how you know Coach Munyanda Mutsasani is a mercenary. This guy is just not changing his facial expressions regardless of how it's looking. Ball back to Stubbs Jeffrey. Stubbs Jeffrey going for the three. Off the mark. And it's picked up by Demario Franklin. Fakes it. Goes back out to Garbachinka. Garbachinka gets the ball back to Jeffrey Stubbs, who almost gets it to him. Obadiah Noel is injured. He should get out of the game. Omohosa Jean Dedier going for the three. On the mark. Omohosa Jean Dedier. And it's going to be Jeffrey Stubbs who's going to be looking to burn the time down here in this last few. Gets past the half-court line, and he only has 24 seconds on the clock. Jeffrey Stubbs here kicks it out to Obadiah Noel on the other side. Obadiah Noel! I mean, showing up in the last minute of the game. This is what this guy is known for. His name is Mutabas. Mutabas saving Patriots at the last minute of the game, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is as good as done. 15 seconds is all that's left in this game. I mean, RBL, kudos to you. RBL has just given us entertainment. I mean, and the game 5 days are going to be just, I mean, come with your suit, guys. Come with your suit. Come prepared, because that day you're going to sweat. Come with your towel. Come with your handkerchief, because it's going to be a special night. It's going to be one of the most special nights ever seen, ever.
What a game, what a game. It seems like Reg is trying to sub in Elliot Cole, but realistically, you know, they're trailing by 11 points. They only have 19 and a half seconds on the clock. They're in foul trouble, while Patriots are not, and can give away a foul without getting into foul trouble. I'm not sure this is the smartest move. I think, you know, as you said, seems like it's pretty much done.
That's right. And Patriots are not the team that are going to lose the game with 19. I mean, by the time you're making it to the playoffs, it's very difficult to lose the game the last few seconds like this. It's tough. And they're already leading by about 11 points. So REG needs 4 possessions to make that happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is as good as done. I don't want to pronounce them dead. Maybe, you know, there was one guy, Craig Randall II, who made 6 3-pointers in 1 minute.
In the BL.
But unfortunately, they only have 19. And Craig Randall is the record holder. So unfortunately, REG might have just given this away. And it's a very dangerous spot for them to be coming into Game 5 with the Patriots that's already lost to them, with the Patriots that had a bad game and came back, with the Patriots that's come back and beaten you with about 11 points or 12. I mean, about 11 points. It's going to be something. It's going to be something to watch. RSSB Tigers coming with something to fight for, seeing that they can beat APR. And it's going to be 19 seconds on the clock here for REG basketball possession. For REG, they're going to be the possessors of this ball as Omohosa Jean Dedier tries to roll it so that he just saves some time for himself. And he's off the mark on that one, and it's going to be 11, 10 seconds, and we're in the 9s, 7s, 6, 5s, and 4s. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Congratulations to Patriots basketball. They emerged the winners of this Game 4. And just like that, we have Game 5 versus Tigers and APR. Game 5 Patriots and REG. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, this is basketball. Thank you for joining us here on Always Sun. We're going to be getting the full-time statistics here in a moment. All Patriots fans, I'm sure you're happy to force this Game 5. I mean, it almost seemed like it was definitely going to happen, but REG have just had the edge. Let's see how this is going to turn out in Game 5, but this is RBL. This is special basketball. This is how basketball is supposed to be played. And we're going to be bringing you live here on Always Sun every single time. My name is Chacha Boke. I've been here with my co-host, Christine.
Chacha, I'm still in shock.
You're still in
I'm
shock
still in
about how
shock
the day are gone.
because I mean, look, this has been such an entertaining playoff series. Both of these teams that won today won their game one and then lost both game two, game three consecutively, and they came with something to prove. You know, it could have been an easy win for REG. Again, we keep talking about that roster and how deep the bench can be, but it seems like today that bench didn't show up in the same way, nor did the core players of REG have the impact that they did in previous games. Patriots just was relentless, and regardless of where they might have fallen short, they kept on pushing, and you know they beat REG. Probably just by a few points shy of what their initial win was, whereas REG has only ever beaten them by 2 or 3 in this series. You know, as much as you might look at how Patriots might not be the more experienced team between them, let's remember that they did beat REG both times that they met in the regular season.
Absolutely right. And Patriots have just found that it's a different ballgame in the playoffs, and you have to play strategically, you have to play pragmatically, you have to take your time when you're doing these things, and it's not going to be as straightforward as the regular season. And I think they had that overconfidence. They won game one, they came with that regular season game, and then in the second, I think now when they lost those 2 games, it reminded them that these guys can beat us, and they came with a different attitude this game. And right here is the statistics for the full time. On the points, Rwanda Energy Group has 61, and they trailed the Patriots by 72, as we've seen in the game.
So Patriots made 35% of their field goals, and surprisingly, they only made 8% of their 3 points, while REG made 27%. REG is normally the dominant rebounding, led by Garmin, but as we said, Garmin was really missing in this game 4, and that shows in the stats. Patriots made 59 rebounds, while REG only made 38.
Correct. And if you look at the assists, I think both teams are even, Steven. These are 2 very good passing teams, and they passed very well in the game. From the steals, and I have to say something about the rebounds. Can we say that 20 or 30 out of those rebounds are Busy Mungu? This guy was just special today. I mean, we'll look at the stats right after this game for the individual players, but it's just been nothing short of special. And we have, from the steals, it's 9 and 10, so very even, Steven, again, as in showed in pretty much the entire game when both teams have been, not even giving each other 1 point difference, and then Patriots getting the edge during that last few. And then from the free throw line, it's been pretty even, Steven. I think Patriots have taken way more and have been a lot more efficient. REG have not been as efficient. Maybe they're at 60% or so. 11 out of 16 of the free throws made. And now we're standing at game 2. We're standing at game 5. We're looking at game 5. Both teams have 2-2 games. And game 5 is going to be all to play it for. If this is the semifinals, how is the finals going to be?
Even more intense.
I mean, ridiculous. 7 games is what the final is going to be. And ladies and gentlemen, I mean, I've just been your host with the most catches. In the press conference, we're going to be asking your favorite players what the game has been like for them. And it's been your host, it's Christine, the Ever Beautiful, and me, Chacha Bouquet. See you soon. Have a lovely night.
Thanks for tuning in.